Dragon Blade again. I'm going to be showcasing my Blue Eyes profile. It's my favorite profile of the format, and I still love playing with it. So without further ado, let's jump right in. First, you're going to run your tuners. You're going to run Triple Sage. This guy's just mandatory at 3 if you're playing Blue Eyes. And his effect is when he's normal summoned, he searches for a level 1 light tuner. Then you can discard him, target a monster on the field, send it to the graveyard, and special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your deck. You have 3 of the Ancient Stone and 1 Stone of Legend. The Ancient Stone is what you want in the graveyard almost all the time. I only have 1 Ultra, the rest are common, as you can see. Card's really good. Special summons a Blue Eyes monster when it's sent to the graveyard during the end phase, and its other effect is you can banish it from the graveyard, and you can add a Blue Eyes monster back from your graveyard to your hand, and this mandatorily searches Blue Eyes. So, you gotta have those. And the other 2 tuners we have is 1 Master. Master's good. Its first effect is when it's normal summon, you get to get one of these guys back. Doesn't matter which tuner it is. Any one level 1 light tuner. Then, if it's in the graveyard, you can target an effect monster you control, send it to the graveyard, shuffle this back into the deck, and special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your graveyard. So you want to use this to bring out alternative and other things back. It's just a good card. And we're down. Summon. Then we have Effect Veiler. Effect Veiler is also a great card. You can search it with Sage. That's why it's in here. You gotta at least turn it at 1, right? Now for the dragon portion, you run triple alternative. This card's really good. You just reveal Blue Eyes from your hand, special summon this guy. You can blow up something, and you can just get rid of stuff that way. He has the added effect. Then, of course, you gotta run triple Blue Eyes. They all have alternate arts. That's the Cabot Tower Blue Eyes, it's the original Blue Eyes, and that's the movie Blue Eyes. That being said, we have a lot to cherish. This guy is my favorite monster in the game currently. 2 Dragon Spirit of White because it's like your other Blue Eyes, and it can special summon one from the hand. Its other effect is that it can banish spells and traps. Your opponent controls, doesn't matter if they're face up or face down. It's just good for removal. I find it in my hand a lot, so I thought about putting it at 1, but other than that, it's good at 3. Then we have a little Arcbrave Felgrand engine in here. We just want to run 1 and 1. You never want to draw these cards. I mean, even if you draw Felgrand, it's not too dead if you have a trade-in or a Melody. But you particularly want these cards in your deck because you dump them with Dark Matter. That's the whole point of them. Dump them with Dark Matter. It's a free Felgrand banish next turn. 2 Max C because the meta just calls for it. There's tons of special summoning going on. Alright, so that is cards in the mains, a lot of monsters. Alright, so now we're going to go to the one-ofs in the deck, spell cards, Raigeki, Soul Charge, Silver's Cry, and Dragon Shrine. I put these at 1 and 1. I've seen other Blue Eyes decks run like 2 to 3 of this, which I think is way too many. I think 1 is just fine. Is you do want to see the card, of course, and it helps you bring out Blue Eyes or Dragon Spirit of Light back, but I particularly don't want to see this card. I'd prefer seeing Return of the Dragon Lords or Soul Charge. That allows me to go for big plays. And you'll want to run one of this always, because it's Dragon Shrine. Dragon Shrine helps set up your graveyard. You can dump a dragon, you can dump a stone, all that stuff. And then we have Soul Charge, which is the big primary playmaker, and I shouldn't even need to explain Raigeki. Then we have Triple Melody. This searches out your alternatives and your regular Blue Eyes. That's all it's really there for. It's also a discard outlet. Then you have Triple Return of the Dragon Lord. This card hasn't been hit yet. I'm kind of glad. I hope that it stays at 3 or at least 2 for a while because I don't mind it at 2. But yeah, it's a really broken card. And on my fact, it shouldn't stay at 3, but you know, abuse dragons while I can, right? Triple super rare trade-ins. I finally got my fair of super rares while they were cheap, only 90 cents a piece, and I love them. Then triple twin twister because I absolutely despise back row. I just want to go in there and win. That's the whole point of this deck. And 2 cards of constants. They come up a lot, especially when you draw Sage and you have the card in your hand. You can always make it live. Then we have 2. I have Vanities and I have a Strike. That's about it. That's all you really need for this deck. Main deck count is 40. The deck is very fun to play, and I haven't really lost with it too often. Unless my hand absolutely bricks, which that happens sometimes. Now for the extra deck, we have one Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. Basically, this thing can't die by battle. Whenever it battles a monster, if the monster is not destroyed by that battle, you can banish it after damage calculation. And it can be special summoned either by using Poly on 2 Blue Eyes or sending 2 Blue Eyes to the graveyard, so it's relatively easy to summon. Now we're going to go into the Spirit Dragon targets. We have 3, Moonlight Rose, Michael, and Stardust Spark Dragon. These are your only 3 targets to bring out with Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. Blue Eye Spirit Dragon is a great card. It just allows us to go into all these 3, and this one's primarily the one you want to bring out because then you can make Crystal Wing, which I'll show you later in the profile. You attribute this, and you can bring this out, protect it for a turn, and it'll stay there. You can bring out Michael, banish something, pay 1,000. This to bounce something and make a Crystal Wing play. You can also make a Crystal Wing play with that, so you have 2 options, just in case they get rid of it. You want to bring these back with the White Stone sometimes. It helps to put them back in your extra deck, so you can make Spirit Dragon again. But yeah, those are your Spirit Dragon targets. And obviously, you're on the 2 Spirit Dragons and the 1 Crystal Wing because you can make it just because of him. It allows you to make it easier. Crystal Wing is really expensive right now. I'd recommend you wait till he drops in price before grabbing yourself one. Then the 2 Spirit Dragon and the 1 Azure Eyes. Spirit Dragon's other effect is that you can negate something that activates in the graveyard, and its last effect is that neither player can special summon more than 2 monsters at one time. So basically it stops pendulum summons, and this guy is good because it doesn't die the turn that it's brought out. It protects your dragons for at least 2 turns, and you can bring out a free Blue Eyes during your turn. So Azure Eyes is actually really good. Then for the rank 8, we do play quite a few of them. I'll say because he can spin things and he's got a 32 booty. Very powerful. Felgrand because I do have Felgrand in here and I love this card. One Hope Heartbanger, get yourself one before it inflates in price because I have a feeling it's gonna. It's a good card. Galaxy Eyes Chyper Dragon. I love this guy so much, especially when I'm going against Exceed heavy decks. I just snatch whatever they have, stack Dark Matter into it, or full armor, and it's just funny. And Chyper Dragon just kind of sits there doing its own thing. And then we have Galaxy Eyes number 107, Tachyon Dragon. This is just a supplement, so that way I can stack into full armor and I can stack into Dark Matter easier. If not, he can take him for me, so I don't really care, but it's just there. This one is an extra engine when I don't feel like making Chyper Dragon, or when they don't have an Exceed out to take it with. That being said, card of the night, I have to give it to Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. This is 13 Dragon Blades signing off.